why a cane cutter can't.
Ask your
Get a car to
president.
drive on the road.
Ask your president.
And they the high profit people.
I think that is something, you might not answer for that. What is your thoughts on that question?
No, because I have a cane cutter.
Okay.
I can get a car to drive on the road.
That's the reason that
Right, because you work, what, $7,500 a week about that? And it costs you $9,000 to live a week, so you're in deficit. You'll have to, you gotta get a gift of a car. You can never afford a car, most cane cutters.
So how the policeman and the others get a car and they just take a walk?
Well, I think it's not about comparing you and the policeman. I think it's comparing you to where you ought to be. And I think that is what's wrong with the PPP, and that's what's wrong with the PNC, and that's what's wrong with government today. They're unable to put you in a financial or a social environment that you belong to. And for too long, voters have gone along with it and buy the lie, and it has led us nowhere. Today, you don't even have a car. Do you want a car?
Yes.
You want a car, and do you think, how will you go about get a car as a cane cutter?
Well, I'm working too hard and I can get a car.
Okay.
That's even by here to properly.
Right. But here, I think you're a good example of what Guyanese shouldn't be. I mean, we should not be working hard and not benefiting. It's a communist mentality, and we have a president that's leaving soon is a communist, and the new one is going to be a bigger communist. So I don't think your car is anywhere in sight. Don't even look at building your garage yet. You're going to lock in expenses right now. So I'm just trying to lighten up things here, because change is coming, and we got to make sure that that's going to happen. And I want to tell you, you bring up a very good point. And here again, how we have a misfit government investing into an industry that's creating more and more slaves, more and more people that can't afford a car. Investing $200 million in a Skeldon estate where and it is
I'm working with you.
exactly, and it's a dysfunctional estate and factory.
No.
Today it's a major corruption.
You're using the wrong word.
Let's hear.
They said it's a Don't worry, I'll come
Blue
up with
elephant.
it. I know, I'll come up with it. What they calling it now? Don't worry, carry on.
All right, great. So, do you have any specific question? I know you want to know about the car story, but is there any specific questions for our guests tonight?
Pardon?
Do you have any specific question for our guests?
No, not really.
Well, good night.
Yes, I was from.
All right, and are you voting change?
I'm one of the members.
Okay, excellent. And where are you calling from?
Rhode Island.
All right, bro. So keep pressing on. Change is coming, one vote at a time. All right, thanks. So that's here's a guy that's working really hard, and I mean I don't know if you guys know King Cutter's life, but it's tough. You guys are from rice background, and it is tough. It's tough. Getting up at 4 in the morning. You got to get food and walk to the truck and then go into the back dam in inhumane conditions. You got to go from the field to the punt on a 10-inch board. A lot of people get hurt, and it takes years for them to get their health benefits. There's a lot of injustice. It's a vicious cycle of poverty that it causes. So.
It's unfortunate that he works so hard and goes through that every day as his daily life and can't afford a car.
Can you afford a car if you work hard in New York?
If you work hard enough, yes. You might have to have 2 or 3 jobs. That's the impression I don't want people to get, that it's easy. It's not easy. You might have to work 2 or 3 jobs, but if you work hard enough, yes.
Great. So hard work does pay
off.
But not in Guyana.
That's why we need change.
That's why we need change. Good night.
Good night to you, sir. I enjoy in the program.
Oh,
And
that's good.
one of the things that I just can't understand, my portion was just one letter, piece of the letter, missing, and I couldn't just get a certificate to get an ID card to vote.
Oh man, we're gonna lose a vote now? That's what you're telling me? That's even worse for me now. If you thought about that on your end.
But never mind, because my whole family is on the air.
Amen.
Okay.
I
okay.
am supporting the AFC A1.
Well, you owe us all here a duty, man. You got to go out there and duplicate, get 100 vote
Yeah.
to replace
I'm
your
trying
one
all
vote.
the time I'm trying.
Great.
And I won't give up because I need a change.
Great.
Need a change. Really need a change.
Do you see what these girls are doing coming from New York
Yeah,
to
that's
promote
great.
change? You see this as something that's necessary and needed, and maybe more people need to do this?
Yes, that is great because if we can get 100% of the young people that leave this country and go way abroad to come back in this country and develop this country, that would be great. That would be tremendous greatness.
Excellent. All right, man, I want to thank you very much for your comment, and I look forward. You got to change your birth certificate for the next election, all right?
Yeah.
And you have a great night.
Okay.
All right, so that's a birth certificate issue, and again, it's probably part of the confusing system we have here in Guyana, where to register to vote, you got to have all these documents, which is okay, but to get it done is such a
Tedious
task.
task.
It's like a whole month work just to get your thing
Birth
changed.
certificate.
Let's take another caller here. That's not a caller. So we're talking about youth tonight. We're talking about youth being the future, that they must act now to change the destiny of Guyana. Tomorrow we have a fantastic program. These young ladies are going to be speaking at our youth rally in Riverton. At that meeting, there will be some giveaways. We want to invite you and your family to come on out and to have a great time with our AFC family here in Berbice. It's a growing family, by the way, and I'm quite sure you're hearing and feeling
Getting that
the
vibe, yeah.
Exactly, that the AFC family is one big growing family here in Berbice. Let's take a caller. Good night. Good night.
I want to say something to the caller that called previously addressing those girls about where was you when they had to Carmine.
Well, I want to first of all thank you for being our first female caller.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And are you from Anchorville?
No, I'm from New Amsterdam.
Oh, okay. Where's Anchorville, by the way?
Fort Coron?
Oh, by Fort Coron. Okay, thanks. Now we know.
Okay. I want to say something about Guyana is still going through a storm. I don't know why he's talking in the past that we were there when Guyana was going through a storm. It is still going through a storm, and we need that change. I'm a big fan of the AFC, and I'm encouraging all the young people because the problem that I have, I've been asking from time to time when I see young people if they're going to vote on election day. And you find that a lot of these black kids, the Afro-Guyanese, they're always answering the negative. No, I'm not doing it. When you ask them why, they say like, it's no hope. That even if we go and home, he will still win the election. So I want you guys to concentrate on the young people.
Absolutely.
You need to work in that area because a lot of them, they're not going to vote when you ask some of them. So you need something like to really motivate them.
Well, that's our subject here tonight. We're talking about the whole concept of vote value. What is your vote worth? And to a large extent, after 45 years of the PPP and the PNC, and unfortunately our parents, they desecrated the value of the vote. And much of what the AFC is trying to do is to rebuild and put a value back into the vote. And I think that is what's missing, and that's why many young people are not voting. They don't see hope.
Oh, exactly.
Right.
And you know the thing about this, the caller want to talk about storm. If you want to do a survey, everything that is bad falls on the CPP. The most guns during the CPP, the most drugs during the CPP, the most domestic violence on the CPP, the most road accidents, fatality on the CPP. Everything that is bad, you label it on the list.
Yeah.
It is the most corruption. So they have to look at it. We have a president that when he comes down, then he steps himself so well.
Great.
What kind of president would let himself so high with so much of benefit? He's not family oriented.
Absolutely. He doesn't have a family to be oriented.
Exactly.
So,
Alright,
well,
so you
thank-
guys keep up the good work and let the girls don't be derailed by these ignorant callers. We need changes. Alright?
All right, and look forward to your vote, and of course, you passing on a great word.
I collect a lot of forms and I encourage the people to fill them up. And I already got a lot of people pulling up these forms.
Well, thanks a lot, and do enjoy your. Are we going to see you tomorrow in Riverton?
I live in really I'm not sure.
She can come out.
Okay.
She can come out.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, and you have a great evening.
Okay, you guys too.
Bye. So that was a positive first female caller. Congrats. And I thought we would have one earlier than that. She's talking about young people, or focus must be young people. I think that's what we're talking about. What are your thoughts on what she's saying? And she feels that because she's walking the ground knowing that young people are just hopeless. I mean, what else can we say?
Well, it was great hearing that from her, and hearing her opinion that young people have no hope. So it makes us feel that us coming here and doing this and helping the AFC is making a difference.
Yeah, and to add to her, her comment on racial voting, I think we have to let go of that. We are way beyond that. This is a new time, a new generation. And, Guyana is the land of 6 races, so, we must celebrate that and we must unite, if we want a change.
Alicia, you're doing a fantastic job here in New Amsterdam. I must tell you that, being one of our activists here, and we see so many callers from New Amsterdam calling and congratulating the work that we've been doing. What's the magic out here?
Hard work,
Hard work.
really hard work. I mean, putting together activities not easy. Getting people to come to the activities is way more hard because of the hopelessness that we have right now in Guyana. But I hope that it pays off. Because
Absolutely.
the normally say hard work pays off. I hope it pays off in the long run.
And we want to encourage others to help Alicia in her job to bring changes to New Amsterdam and to bring changes to Berbice and to bring changes to the rest of Guyana. We need your support. We need for you to volunteer with the AFC. We have a lot of events that are happening around Berbice, and there's tremendous amount of scope for you to encourage change and promote change in Guyana. Let's take another caller, and I think we'll be wrapping up very soon. Good night. How can we help you? That's not a caller. Hello.
Hi, good day.
Good night.
Good day, sir.
Good night, sir.
I just want to ask one question, right? How long have you been away from Guyana?
Who?
And the lady sitting with you, how long have you guys been away from Guyana?
What does that have to do with change?
So I want to know how long have you been away from Guyana?
Yeah. How long have you been away from Guyana?
I haven't been away from Guyana.
Oh man, you better go.
No, I want to
Guyana is a wonderful place. Believe me. When you leave Guyana, you go to Trinidad. Is a wonderful place. You're missing a lot, man. Trust me.
You're missing a lot because you haven't been here for a while. We've been enjoying it right here.
Okay, what is he missing?
Okay, what am I missing in Guyana? Let me hear.
The luxury of living in Guyana.
Yeah.
I'm living here and I know those luxury.
You cannot be in America and do what you're doing here right now.
Illegal
I'm
activities.
asking the luxury of living in Guyana, You have to come on a vacation in Guyana. You can't have a vacation where you are. Okay? The place is so peaceful here. Okay? The government, they're providing so much for us. Look at you. You're all gray and bald. Alright?
That's cool.
If we're having luxury in Guyana here, what we have in Guyana, you can't go anywhere else in the world and have. That's the point.
Okay, sir. I haven't been out of Guyana. I've been here, okay?
Yeah.
Tell me what are the luxuries I'm missing because I really want to know. I want some.
What luxury you have? So many times in your hand you go and have a bunch of crap on television.
Hey, we gotta keep this healthy and clean, huh? And I know you're not accustomed to healthy and clean discussions,
Yes, the healthy
and that is
discussion.
okay.
That's the luxury she has here.
So where are you calling from?
See, I'm calling from Berbice. The luxury is Berbice.
All right. Hey, I want to thank you very much for your call, and we look forward to you bringing some changes to Berbice.
Let me address
All right?
that part.
Yeah, talk about that. I mean, you live here.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk out of ignorance. Anyway, he said that Guyana has so many luxuries. If you know, sir, my time on my hand, I do a lot with it. I do a lot because I figure that you're the only one that hasn't having the luxury. You should share some. You should share some with some of the other youth that don't have. Because you are talking from your point of view where you have it. Then share with some of us. And you're saying that Guyana is so lovely and we have so much a nice time and my time is wasted. Well, sorry, I pity you. You'll tell me back in 5 years, don't worry.
Well, that's Alicia for you. You gotta be careful when you pick on Alicia. Yeah. We're down to program time, and I want to thank our guests, and I will ask them to say anything in their closing of your choice. We were talking about youth, so you might want to orient your last thoughts on that.
Well, I just want to say to the youths of Guyana that I hope I hope us coming here and us speaking for the AFSP made a difference. And I do think they should go out and vote and understand that each vote does make a difference. Even though you think it may not, your vote does count and it makes a difference.
Yeah, you have that future in your hand, take it and use it. You have the power. So, if we need all your support, all the support we can get from you. If you can visit our website, it's www.voteafc.com, or we have a Facebook group. The membership is rising every day, so if you haven't joined yet and you're on Facebook, please join the Alliance for Change on Facebook too.
Alicia?
I normally tell people, take a pen and paper. List me 10 things that people have done for you, positively. Don't tell me road, water, and light. That's essential. They have to do it. No matter which government you in, you have to get those things. That caller, I wish I could see him face to face so he can list 10 things that people done for him. For me, they've done nothing. My mother worked really hard to pay for my CXC. I gained 11 subjects and she worked extremely hard to pay those things, pay my lessons fee. Javier didn't come out of his pocket and pay that. Okay, sir? So if you can list 10 things personally people done for you, you gain from it, then we can talk about them wasting my time. Until then, vote change.
All right, and I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow we have our program in Riverton at 5 p.m. You and your family are invited, and there'll be giveaways, so come there early and enter to win computers and digital dictionaries and those kind of things. So I want to thank you again for listening. It has been a very informative session. It is very exciting, I think, for our guests. And of course, we want to thank Dr. Veerasamy Ramaya for lending us this opportunity to be on our show. We want to thank Dave's TV for being such a wonderful friend to the AFC and to the people of Berbice. And we want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to listen to change. And please do remember to vote change, and that's the only way Guyana can get better. Thank you again, and have a wonderful evening.